Hello, everybody. Welcome this afternoon to Florida's sweetest spot. I'm going to take you on a whistle-stop tour of Polk County. And the reason we call Polk County Florida's sweetest spot because another Florida map, we are right bang in the middle of Florida. So we're about 40 minutes from Tampa and 40 minutes to Orlando. Let's see if the technology works. So we're about 35 minutes to Walt Disney World and 40 minutes to Universal, SeaWorld and Busch Gardens. So again, a great place to base yourself out of in order to reach all the different attractions and destinations. We're just over an hour to Kennedy Space Center and an hour to the Gulf and Atlantic coasts. Beautiful beaches. We're also home to Legoland, and Legoland Florida is the largest Legoland resort in the world. And this year they're celebrating their 10th anniversary. Last year, they've got 3 hotels on site, and last year they opened the Pirate Island Hotel. As you can imagine, it's all pirate themed, all the bedrooms. They've got great in-room activities for the children. So this will be a new experience for British and Irish holidaymakers. Although it opened in June last year, obviously we've not been able to travel. Their latest news is that the first ever dedicated theme park to Peppa Pig will be opening in June 2022. So I know there's a smaller park down in the south of England, but this will be the first ever theme park, as I said before. We're also home to one of the original and oldest attractions in Florida, and that's Bock Tower Gardens. And it was built by a man called Edward Bock. And he wanted to create a beautiful lush gardens. And this 206-meter tower is a centerpiece to the gardens. And it's called a singing tower. And the reason it's called a singing tower, because it has 60 carillon bells. And they're played down on the bottom of the screen. You can see it's almost like a piano keyboard. And it's the most beautiful, beautiful sound. And every day at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, the bells are played. There's a restaurant there, a cafe. You are allowed to take picnics and picnic blankets and just go and enjoy strolling through this beautiful, lush gardens. As you can see in the top picture, the tower is, at the back of this photograph. So lovely big space. No need to queue, which is lovely. It's also the site of Pinewood Estate, which is one of the oldest estates in Florida and built Mediterranean style. So you can go and actually take a tour around there. And we also have Hammock Hollow, which is a really lovely outdoor playground for children. So they can run around in the shade. And again, no need to queue. I think it's probably you need about a good half day to get around and see everything. So a safari in Florida. Yes, we do have one. It's called Safari Wilderness. It's not a zoo, and it's rated one of the top 10 safaris in the United States. And you can go there and take a tour on one of the safari trucks, or you can choose to go camelback, as the people are in the bottom left photo. You can also get up and close encounters with some of the animals, and you can feed the lemurs, which is extremely fun. And they're very cute. So a lot of people say, what do you mean a dude ranch in Florida? Well, we have the largest dude ranch west of the Mississippi River. And for those that don't know, next to Texas, Florida is one of the largest cattle farming states in the United States. So it's got a long history of cattlemen and cowboys. And the Westgate River Ranch Resort really gives you that real cowboy experience. They've got lots of different accommodations. It's 1,700 acres, the estate, and they have hotels and condos, but you also have the fantastic glamping tents. They've just opened 10 new ones. They've got these fantastic teepees, luxe teepees that actually have a fireplace in them, and you've got roll top baths, all air conditioned. And their latest addition on the top photo is the Conestoga wagons. So like the old wagons that they used to take across the Wild West. And these are also luxury and air conditioned. We also have the rodeo every Saturday night, and people come from all over the state to participate. And they've got cookouts, hay rides, And they've got a saloon where children are welcome until about 10 o'clock at night. And then they have line dancing. So you really get that immersion into all things cowboy. They also do horse riding, lots of outdoor activities like skeet shooting, airboat rides. The list is endless. Citrus is also synonymous with Florida, and we have lots of citrus farms, and some of them are open to the public, family run. This is Ridge Island Farm, and you can go on a tour and then go back and see how the fruit is sorted. And I don't like it, but they call the ugly fruit. They separate the ugly fruit, but the ugly fruit turns into lovely orange juices and ice creams that they make to their own recipe. So definitely worth a trip to see them. Oh, sorry, back again. We also, wide open spaces, and everybody's been talking about wide open spaces this week. But, we've got over 550 freshwater lakes in Central Florida. So there's, any sport that you can do on water, we can provide it. And we also have over 390 trails, preserves. We have a state forest, so you can go cycling and hiking or just taking a stroll. So there's plenty to do outdoors. As I mentioned, we've got these beautiful 500 odd lakes. And so dining al fresco is one of our favorite things to do. And a lot of the restaurants that we have are independent restaurants. So although in the kind of main Orlando and Kissimmee tourism districts, you'll get a lot of chains, these are a lot of eclectic dining places. So you'll get anything from fresh fish to local barbecue restaurants or takeaway to fine dining. So there's plenty to choose from. And our towns are very walkable districts. So you don't necessarily have to take a car. You can stroll around. We've got farmers markets. We've got the likes of Davidson's of Dundee, who make jams and marmalades. You've got area malls, which are kind of outdoor malls. Obviously, we're not that far from the bigger malls if that's what you want, but it's much more of an eclectic, real Florida experience. So accommodation, we have like probably everywhere in Florida, we have all the big name branded hotels and condos, but we also have over 7,000 holiday rental villas. And some of these are in Davenport, which is the northeast of the county, where probably Brits and Irish have always been staying, but not necessarily realizing that they're actually within Polk County, because it's just kind of on the border with Kissimmee. So very popular, anything from 2 beds up to 7 beds, luxury swimming pools, movie rooms. So multi-generation families can travel together, which is proving very popular at the moment. Next slide. Sorry, technical glitch here. Right. So in terms of assets, just wanted to show you here that everything on here is actually stored under our files. We've got an online training program, which I've attached onto this, so you can get access to it on the visitcentralflorida.org website under Travel Professionals. It's a 40-minute training program, but we've also done a virtual fan, which is 20 minutes long. So you can watch that and then take the training. You will get a certificate, and when you're next in Florida, we'll also get some discounts on local attractions. There's a destination guide that you can download, history and heritage guide, trail guide, and the Visit Central Florida fact file, which is a great handy to have on your desk. But you also have my email address when you go back into the Visit Central Florida section. So please don't hesitate to drop me a line if we can help you with anything. So all I have to say now, and hopefully, Maddie, I'll be on time. Thank you from Florida's sweetest spot, and we really hope to see you very soon. And we hope to get out there very, very soon as well. So thank you very much for listening in.
Great. Thanks very much, Margaret. You were bang on time.
Just trying to remember it all.
Yeah. Great. So as before, everyone who's watching, if you have any questions for Margaret about Polk County, Visit Central Florida, again, please pop them in the chat box. I did have a couple up my sleeve to get us started. I was wondering, with Legoland Florida, what are the opening times and prices?
Now, I knew you were going to ask me something about the opening times. I don't have that answer, but the ticket resellers do several packages, so like do something different. the likes of. So I would suggest agents go on there, and they've got the pricing all on there. So they do different. They do combination 2 days, 3 days. So I couldn't just quote you on like a one day entry ticket.
Great, no problem. And the Dude Ranch, it looks fantastic, and all that kind of outdoor adventure and accommodation. Is it open year round?
Yes, it is.
It is. Oh yeah, that's brilliant.
Well, that's on my bucket list, actually.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it will be on many agents' clients as well. And I was also wondering, what duration would you recommend visitors spend in Central Florida? Have you got a recommended itinerary that you could run through with us today?
Yes, and as I said at the beginning, we are Florida's sweetest spot. So I think, to actually base yourself, especially in one of the villas, because it's such great value, and then you've got that flexibility. Not only is it great value in terms of accommodation, but you can do your own cooking if you want to, and then you can base yourself to go off to Kennedy or go to Disney World or Universal, Busch Gardens, over to Tampa, to the Gulf Coast. You can go over to the beaches on the Gulf Coast, and we're only an hour away from the East Coast as well. So I would say, you could actually base yourself there for a week.
Okay, great.
Easily.
And you mentioned some accommodation options there. Are there any kind of standout luxury accommodation options for customers that are looking to travel on a higher budget?
Yeah, we have the Streamsong Resorts, which I didn't actually highlight on this, but that's a top-end resort and golf resort. We have actually 40 golf courses in the area, but they also have a fantastic spa, and they've got fine dining, 5-star fine dining restaurants. So the Streamsong is definitely one to look out for.
Okay, great. I think those are all the questions. If anyone has any of them, please do put them in the chat box. Again, like I said, we do have a couple more minutes to spare if you do have any questions. I can see quite a few of you have answered the questions in the polls tab for the chance to win the holiday, so that's great. Margaret, is there anything else you wanted to share with agents about Central Florida today?
And as I said at the end, just if you go on to our booth and then under the files, everything that I've mentioned is listed. They've got my email address on there as well. So if anybody's got any questions, please just drop me an email and we'll be happy to help.
Great. Thanks very much, Margaret.
Thank you.
I will wrap that up then. Oh, Sharon's just said the ranch is on her list of places to stay. So she's very keen to visit as well.
Great. Thank you. And thanks everyone for coming along.